Hello, hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back. Money Classroom. Class is in session. Hello, hello. I'm your host, Keisha Bailey, aka Keisha the teacher, and class is back in session. You guys, we have a very information packed episode for you tonight because we are going to be talking about global real estate investing. How do I invest outside of Jamaica, outside of the Caribbean? How can I own real estate in multiple countries? So I want everyone to make sure to tune in, write down everything because you cannot miss anything. As they say, you have to soak up all the knowledge to make sure that you know everything, you come ready, you ask your questions so you can go and implement. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Implementation, making sure that you take the knowledge that you get tonight and implement it to change your life for the better. Now, the conference is coming up. Build Your Wealth with Real Estate Conference. That's coming up in a few short weeks. So we are knee deep in planning and preparation and lining up all of the speakers. And tonight we have one of the speakers with us, and he's going to be bringing his gems. So you'll see that. But holy power. Putting this conference together is a lot because one of the main things I want to ensure is that you come, you get educated, you are inspired, and you feel motivated to make some moves when it comes to building wealth. That takes a lot of work, that takes a lot of planning. And so we are the whole entire Profit Jumpstarter team. We're knee deep in planning and preparation and making sure this conference is top notch. So for those who haven't got their tickets yet, make sure you run and grab and get them. They're going fast. I think we're almost at the sold out spot, like right there. So if you don't get your tickets yet, make sure you get them. The BOGO sale, buy one, get one, that's going on now. So run over and grab your tickets before they're sold out because they are going like hot bread. Now, you guys know the drill. Let me know where you join us from tonight. I see some people already putting that in the comments. Where are you joining us from tonight? Let's look at our testimonials in the meanwhile. All right. So, see people rolling into the classroom. We have Janoy Booth, first one inside the Money Classroom tonight. First student here. So, big up yourself, Janoy. Welcome to Money Classroom. We have Christine Davis, one of our regular students. She's here, coming in from Kingston 19. We have Patricia Scarlett coming in the classroom all the way from Anchovy, St. James. We have Michael from Kingston. He's here with us, Michael Leon Fraser. And we have Fort Lauderdale representing MH Maintenance and Repair. Big up yourself. Welcome to Money Classroom. And Lacey, one of our regular students as well, coming in from Kingston. So big up yourselves, everyone. You are in for some education tonight, I can tell you. Right? We are going to be shifting your mindset. That's the main thing. Shifting how you think and giving you a new way to approach how you build wealth with real estate, right? We're giving you a little snippet of some of the things we're going to be talking about at the conference because I really wanted as many persons as possible to understand what happened at a conference here. It is not normal. It is the first of its kind, right? This weekend is a big holiday weekend, and so everybody gone to parties. We have never really had a conference around wealth creation that is not going to be boring, right? You're not coming and you sit down and you fall asleep because the information boring. You're coming to learn, You're going to get a lot of education. You're going to be entertained. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to feel motivated and inspired when you leave that conference. Trust me, you're going to make some moves. Your next business partner can be there, your money friend, your new money friends. You're going to be in the room with a lot of like-minded investors, and you can't put a price tag on that. So looking forward to seeing you there. I know a lot of people grab their tickets already, so looking forward to seeing everyone there. Now, big news today was the U.S. Fed. I don't know how many people saw it, but the U.S. Fed increased interest rates again, right? Some people I've been talking to are saying, boy, Keisha, I never see it come, never think that, interest rates would go any higher in the U.S., but it did. The U.S. Federal Reserve increased interest rate by 0.25%. That's a quarter of a percent. So now interest rates in the US are between 5.25 and 5.5%, marking out 20 at a year high. This is very, very high interest rates now. Now, the main reason is that inflation still happen. The prices of stuff keeps going up. And so with central banks like the US Fed and the Bank of Jamaica, one of the main ways they try to keep inflation low and to contain it is by increasing interest rates. And so the US Fed is saying, look here, we're not happy with where inflation is. So roll in one more interest rate hike, 0.25%. Now, the thing is, what it really means for us as investors is brace for more interest rate increases with your credit cards. Your mortgage rates also would be a little higher right now. And so be mindful of that. Those who have them credit cards run up, and you know yourself, no is not the environment to be running high credit card debt. It's going to choke you up, because if it did hard for pay off already, it's going to be even harder to pay off now because interest rates are that much higher. So please, may I beg you, make sure that you contain the credit cards. We spoke about that earlier on when we kick off the year. We said, look here, this is not the year to be running up your credit card and carrying large balances, because the interest rate is high. It's going to create problems for you. And if the US is increasing rates, best believe you're going to see a follow-through effect coming to Jamaica. So you could see higher rates coming into Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean as well. Canada also increased interest rates. So bear that in mind. Interest rates are still going up higher. Please, nobody push the credit card spending too much. Make sure that you contain that. Those who have mortgages where the interest rate going to go higher, brace for higher payments as well. No more than ever, you have to make sure that you are thinking about your investments in a very smart way, thinking about your pocket, because inflation is out there. Right, you have the erosion of your spending power. Your money can stretch less further, but you also have to deal with higher payments. So brace for that. All right, so that was my little ramble on about interest rates, because I want everybody to understand the importance of it. Right, it's not something you can take for granted. So we're going to talk now about real estate. Let's shift gears. We're going to talk about real estate. We are going to know, help me guys, give you a nice money classroom. Welcome to international real estate investor and success mentor, Wayne Brooks.
Disclaimer. This is not intended as financial advice. Please consult a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions.
Right, we have to play the disclaimer because we're going to talk the things, and we can't say this is investment advice, because it is not. It is not. We're not giving you anything for go take and do for yourself. You're getting the information, but you have to figure out what you're gonna do for your own pocket. So welcome to Money Classroom, Wayne Brooks, international real estate investor and success mentor. Big up yourself. Welcome.
That's so nice, eh?
Very nice.
Thank you for having me.
So Wayne, persons may know you from that Instagram video that went viral, where you were talking the things and saying that interest rates in Jamaica versus the US, and the processing time for transactions in Jamaica versus the US. Right? Person may say, I know him fierce, him look kind of familiar. So may I call it out? You are the guy, you are that guy who said, listen, the transaction of Jamaica take well long, compared to the rest of the world. Yeah, the 4 or 6 months, and something's got to give, something have to change, right? So tell us a little bit about you, your work, and why you made that statement. May I just ask you the question? Why did you say it?
Why did I say it? Well, that's kind of been part of my own personal experience because obviously I buy properties in Jamaica. And when I compare it with the process of buying and investing here in the US versus buying and investing in Jamaica, the process to me is just still a little bit antiquated. So um, it's just a snippet of a full podcast that was taken and posted, and then persons kind of just jumped all over it. But I'm glad that it sparked a conversation. It's one that I think needs to be had regardless. So that's why I said it.
Yeah, so you say what you say, and you not take it back.
Nah, back.
The truth, the transactions do take a long while, right? And so as we push for more transactions in Jamaica, it's something that we really have to try and see, is there a better way around that? Now, let's talk about a bit about the work that you do. What exactly do you do as international real estate investor? What exactly does that mean?
So basically, I have a philosophy that you can invest in real estate without borders, and you don't have to invest where you live. That's how I started my real estate career. I was still living in Jamaica, and I actually bought a property here in the US before even moving here to pursue it full time. I bought it as a rental or investment property while still living in Jamaica, and I didn't even know it could be done, but I just say, you know what, may I try a thing, and it ended up working out. So the international part of it is because I'm doing it here, doing it in Jamaica. I'm looking at properties in Spain, um, wherever the opportunities, Dominican Republic, wherever the opportunities might be. Once you understand the strategies that are available to you, you can pretty much do it anywhere because it's a replicatable process.
So the thing is, right, when you think about it and you want to be a real estate investor and you want to be successful, right? Because it's all about making money. You want to be successful in it. You have to go where the gains are. So for persons who say, Jamaica, me they know we no better than yard and I love being here, me go buy a house here. Do you think that we still can build wealth just off of Jamaican real estate? Or do you think we have to think broader and start thinking about owning up properties internationally, even though you live in Jamaica?
Yeah, good question. So I would say yes. Short answer is yes. Actually, Jamaica is one of the best places to buy properties to build wealth long term, right? Because it's a high appreciation. It's a highly appreciating market. Jamaican real estate has only been going up year over year over year since me know myself, probably since you know yourself, Keisha. So the reality of it is, if you buy for appreciation long term, Jamaica is the best place to do that. But as an investor, building wealth is more than just gaining a bunch of equity. It's about cash flow that you can make today. It's about the ease of getting into deals. It's about the volume of deals that you can do and how quickly you can get to that, whatever your goal is. If it's a number of doors or a particular amount of cash flow every month, you have to kind of look at probably other markets that are going to help you to get there faster because that's not what Jamaica is known for. If you if you look at cap rate, meaning rate of return on the money that you're going to invest, Jamaica tends to have a lower cap rate. Even though we have higher prices, we have lower rents, but our properties appreciate faster there. So it just depends on the strategy that you want to employ in your investment
Yeah.
journey.
So I'm gonna break that down then. So you're saying when we think about investing in Jamaican real estate, it's good if you're looking for growth. All right, more on the price go up, and I can make money off of the price going up. Maybe I go now and go take out a additional mortgage, I do home equity, but the price keep going up.
Right.
That's the main thing. But rental income, you said that not really as high in Jamaica as it is other places. You can get better rental yield, meaning for where you spend, you get a better rental on that.
Price to rent ratio, yield, exactly.
So break it down for people. So give us some example. Because we see on your Instagram, you're all about the things. Every day I see you buying a next place and you share the numbers around the strategy and how you make money doing it. So give us some examples so persons can say, wait there, we never know say all this are going.
Yeah, all right. Some simple. Let's just use raw numbers. All right. Let's use 100,000 US dollars, which is 15 million give or take 15 million Jamaican. What can we get for 15 million Jamaican? That's going to yield us 1,000 US per month. I'm not quite sure. Maybe you can find a deal if you're good at networking, or you know somebody that sell a place or something. Those are off the cuff type situations. But as a general market trend, can we spend 100,000 US? And I mean, properties are priced in US in Jamaica now, so make them have to talk about Jamaican dollars. Can I spend 100,000 US in Jamaica and get 1,000 US per month in rental income? It's not that easy to do. But you can do that in the states. You can do that in many different markets in the US, and even better sometimes. And then how easy is it to access funds or lending to get into those deals? So, you know, that's
Yeah, so
kind of
I see what you're saying, because when you think about 100,000 US, not really sell a Jamaica for that again, right? You have to get a deal. I think probably Portmore, or they have properties close to that price point, but
what's the rent.
you're not get 150,000 rent a month for sure in Portmore, right? And persons can tell me in the chat, the students who over there in Portmore, is that what Portmore rent for now, 150,000 a month? I don't think it reached there yet. So if I buy one of the properties, Phoenix Village, for example, and think, all right, mega buy it, rent it out, I can't get 150,000 a month. It just not the rent's not going for that amount in Portmore yet. But you're saying, well, if I go overseas, for example, somewhere in the US, I can buy a property for 100,000 US and get 1,000 a month.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're saying also I can do that as a Jamaican.
Yeah, for sure. People actually don't even know what's available in the US right now as it pertains to lending and foreign national loans. I bought a property back in 2014, and I got a mortgage for the property while still living in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Never even have a social security number, credit, or none of them things. Use my Jamaican tax returns over the file, use my Jamaican income, job letter, all that type of stuff, and get the mortgage here. And that was even I wasn't even an investment property loan I got at the time. So it's even easier now because the feds keep raising rates. Homeowners are getting priced out of being able to buy because of the rates are going up, so
Expensive.
the money is more expensive, but them income not going up. So the lenders actually need places to put their money, and who else is buying all the time? Like investors. So they create products around investment properties for the masses. And there are ways that Jamaican people can buy, not just Jamaican, international, foreign nationals can buy in the US, living in Jamaica still, virtually, no credit. There's a couple of parameters there, but they're definitely attainable.
So we can look at it two ways, because a lot of persons love traveling to the US, right? Despite what happened there racially, and so people still love go US, and they love, go there for vacation. But investing overseas, that's a new concept to a lot of people, because you're born and grow a yard, or maybe you live even Canada. We see people Fort Lauderdale, maybe my papers not ready yet, but I want to own something. Enough times the story out there is, you need your papers to be able to do anything. And these papers are, your tax papers, your residency papers. They need papers to be able to buy something.
Hmm.
So a lot of people kind of hold off and say, no, we can't do it. I even have a lot of clients who they live overseas, right? They live in Canada or in the US, and they feel that, let me just buy something back in Jamaica, because that's really all I can do. Can't afford the US or Canada. They're just expensive. Let me look back at Jamaica. But there could be a place for both, right? Do you see a way that persons can own multiple properties? Let's probably talk about that, because Some people probably just think, all right, me just buy one, I'm a good one, thanks. Should we be looking at multiple? Are you looking at multiple even?
Oh
Wait till
yeah.
it for me.
Oh yeah. I don't think I'm gonna stop buying. I think I'm gonna teach my kids how to do it. I'm gonna tell them to teach their kids how to do it. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop buying. The shirt I'm actually wearing, you can't see everything, but it's a buy, renovate, refinance, repeat. Basically, it's just a process that allows you to keep adding to your portfolio, adding to your portfolio, adding to your portfolio. And the loans that I'm telling you that are available, obviously, if people have cash, them can just buy as many as they want, right? But the loans that I'm telling you are available. There's no limit on the amount you can buy. Once you have the down payment necessary and the property meets the criteria that the lender is asking you for, which just simply means once the rent that the property is bringing in is greater than the mortgage payment, the property qualifies.
So, which bring a question Nicole has. So, Nicole Hibbert, she's asking, how much is the mortgage for that 100,000 property and how it compares to the rent?
Great question. I mean, it's a simple equation. They call it PITI, right? So principal, interest, tax, insurance. So the mortgage is going to be a combination of those four expenses. Principal and interest, you can probably easily calculate based on whatever interest rate that lender is giving you. As Keisha said at the beginning of the program, Fed rates are between 5.25 to 5.5 right now. And then lenders typically charge 2 to 3 points above prime. That's what the prime is, what the Fed rate is. So the lender could charge you anywhere between 7.5 to 8.5%. And then obviously whatever the taxes are for that particular property that you're buying and whatever the insurance is. So I would say on average, something like that, you're going to put 20 to 25% of the money down. And there are other ways that you can get into it too, if you don't have all the cash. But it's basic. It could be anywhere between 600 to $700, depending on how much money you put down. So you're gonna have some cash flow there still. You know what I mean? But these
Then
are
after
broad numbers
the
we're using.
after you pay the mortgage, you're saying, boy, cash flow still a coming.
Yeah, you're still like a probably cash flow $200-300 a month.
That's good too. I have to put the currency on it. That's important. Two
US dollars.
US
US
dollars.
dollars. Yes, US
That's a
dollars.
good cash flow. So Patricia is saying, she's really interested in this and she's thinking about asking a friend to do it. And she said, boy, that must be something that she needs to do. That's why she's here tonight. The world aligning in our favor. And she said, yeah.
Yeah.
We have another question for you from John Michael. He's saying, can you buy a one bedroom apartment, rent it out to pay the mortgage as well as earn? And I think you just touched on that, but maybe let's give another example for John. We talk about 100,000 property, and there's a potential to get 200 or 300 US a month cash flow to you after you pay the mortgage and your expenses,
Yeah.
right? Are there any other examples? So I know different states also have different prices. So maybe some place in the USA can buy for less than 100,000.
Yeah, I mean, certain you have to understand, right? So basically, markets vary and prices vary per market. So obviously, if you're gonna go step down to a lower price point, you deal with whatever comes with that, which typically means lower rent, right? And probably a different tenant class or earning potential, whatever that looks like. But it might also mean lower taxes. It might also mean because it's remember, Keisha always talk about this. Real estate is location, location, location. It's location specific, even when it comes on to the numbers. So to answer your question, yeah, you can buy a one bedroom apartment. It's all about finding the deal, right? It's all about understanding how much your expenses are going to be in relation to what the price is and what's the rent. So you absolutely can do that.
And so I have to ask this though, when people that it's going to come up.
Yeah.
Is this legal? Because it sounds good. This legal, it's on the up and up. We're not nothing too strange. Is this something legal?
You're streaming this on YouTube, right? So I would say, now put myself, now put myself in a problem, but absolutely legal. I mean, it's the thing about it is most of us just don't have the knowledge that we need to have certain success in life because we just don't know, and we don't know, and that's fine. But everybody who's on this call and everybody who's gonna watch this, it should plant a seed in your mind that, man, there's so much more out there that we have to expose ourselves to. This is more than legal and more than doable.
Yeah, so the thing is, a lot of people, you grow up in the family house, the one house. So like me, we're born in the family house forever. And you think, all right, this is it. Everybody have a little room, and that's just what life is. For some people, one step by one house, they say, yeah, that
Me that.
yeah, my good. Thank you, Jesus. My good. Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
stop now.
yeah.
But a big part of why we make sure money classroom is there for persons is to understand that you can be well rich, you can be big and rich, and we want that for everyone, right? So I'm glad that you're here to kind of open up people's mindset and say, wait, I don't need a visa, I don't need no social security, but there are strategies that exist where I can buy property internationally. So
Absolutely.
Sauce boss asks anything. He say, explain the process. Do you need an attorney? Where exactly you do?
Yeah, so good question again. So you need a team, right? And you need people that understand. You can do it the way I did, do it the Wild West way, which was just to come and feel forward, fall upon your face all the time and thing. But the reality of it is that you do need a team. You need a good investor friendly realtor to help you find and vet these potential properties that you're looking at. Yes, you need an attorney. Um, I would say it's recommended to use an attorney. I don't want to use the word need, but it's recommended to use an attorney. Over here, we don't use lawyers to close deals. We use in it depends on what state, but in the state I'm in, we use what's called title companies, and they're just a general, the middleman, the deal basically. But you just need a team and you need somebody to guide you on the process until you get the ropes yourself. Um, an attorney is basically set up your entity. You need to buy. Basically, you're buying the property, not in your personal name because an investment property. So you're buying it in the name of a company. You would form a company in the US, and it's more than legal for you to do that. Form a company in the US and buy the property in the name of the company. And you get the loan in the name of the company, everything in the name of the company, and none of it is personally guaranteed. That's it. That's the beautiful part as well.
So I like this, and this is a little sneak peek, as them say with Guinea, taste and buy. You're
Yeah.
giving us a little taste of what you're gonna be talking about at the conference. So I've been saying to people like, look here, nothing like this. Me not see nothing like this existing now, where you're bringing all of the money people and the investors in a room together, and you say, all right, see the knowledge here. We're not gonna throw out the knowledge. We're gonna tell you exactly what you need to do to build wealth. I not play like, oh, me have a little change and we can go hotel for the weekend. We are
Mhm.
talking about wealth bigger than you, wealth that outlives you, generational. We're passing it on to our kids, right? The time come now where we're not for saying no more. Yeah, eat this, me do my part. My kids, me just like have 5 pitney so them can take care of me when we get old. We have the opportunity now to make that change, to be able to pass something to the kids, and so now we don't have to burden the kids and say, look here, your money better hurry up and go to school so you can take care of me. We want to
Mhm.
pass on. And some of these strategies are what helps you to be able to pass on. Right? The questions are rolling. Wait, them are rolling.
Yeah,
But I
man.
want
Fire.
people to understand that this is what we're going to be talking about in much more detail, because we can't talk certain things publicly like that, right?
Yeah.
And persons will bring their specific situation to the conference, and you and them one away, you're going to talk through it with them. Because Farah, she has something that she pushing on. She's talking about taxation. Because Farah looking at double taxation and the impact there. So she's asking about how that come in to the entire strategy.
Hmm. Meaning, how do you pay if you have to pay tax on the gains that you're gonna get in the US?
Or probably the income.
It's the same. I mean, if a lot of people work virtually in Jamaica and work in the US and get paid, US dollars and through Payoneer or whatever else, I think it's the same. However, you currently report your income, you report it. But the beautiful thing is when you own a company in the US, and this is what I know, a lot of things are write-offs, right? A lot of things are expensed, right? So it just depends on what you what you report at that time. Obviously, I'm not a CPA, so I can't get too deep into that. But it's the same. It's just gonna be earned income, and you talk to your accountant about how to show that. But you're just gonna be having another income source that's gonna be in US dollars, and however you want to report that, you report it.
Yeah, so the main thing, everybody talks about, I need to buy real estate. You have to get in the game. But how exactly you get in the game? Where you do? You can't just sit back and say, well, I want to get in, I'm going to try a thing. Because it cannot work. And it can be very costly when you're making these mistakes. So I like the fact that, we're going into enough detail to say to people, look here, I'm going to open up your mind, show you a thing and say, this is how it's done. The next step now is for persons to go and say, let me go implement this. Because best believe enough people like myself, I never know, say, as a Jamaican, we can own property overseas. I always think that I need to be a citizen or a resident of the country to be able to do anything there.
Trust me, Keisha.
Like met you, I never really say, I said, we're there. That's
Yeah,
a go
man.
on.
Yeah, man. Trust me.
So we have to bring it to the students in money classroom, because we want everybody to understand that it's bigger than Jamaica. Right? We talk a lot about Jamaican investing, but more is there. I want to be able to do that, right?
Absolutely.
So questions are coming. More is there, right? We're talking about foreclosure. So John Michael have a whole heap of question for you. John, you need to come to the conference. Plain
John,
and
I hope you
simple.
buy a ticket already,
Come with these. Yeah, buy up a ticket, John. It's profitjumpstarter.com/conference. Go and buy a ticket, because your questions are very direct and we have the answers. I know. So he's saying, I needed this because I always hear about buying in Jamaica, but I never know about buying in other countries. And he's thinking about foreclosures. Can you use this strategy with foreclosures? All
Yeah,
right,
man.
John, come in. John said definitely.
Yeah, yeah, man. You can definitely buy foreclosures. You can buy anything, really. The beautiful thing about it, so just a quick. I have a student that I mentored a few years back, and he actually passed me right now in terms of door count and achievements. He's never been to the US, never set foot on US soil, and has, I think, purchased over 60 properties now, right? And using
Wayne, that's a big deal, because let me tell you, for enough people owning one is
yeah,
my
man,
life's
trust me.
dream. I just want one. Thank you very
Mhm.
much. I'm a good. You're
Yeah,
saying this person has 60.
yeah, man. Massive portfolio. He took
We
massive
have to think
action.
different. We have to think different, because for
Yeah,
some people, them gone two and oh, good.
yeah,
And them a beat up them chest, yeah, me good. But here's this little person walking around with 60 property. This is what I want us to think about and realize that it's possible. So talk about this person. What exactly did they do?
well, first things first. The most I think notable thing about his journey is that he used none of his own money to do
We love
any.
that with their 60 properties with other people money, because they would take the students know, I talk about it all the time, other people money
That's
is the
money.
best money out there. So if I can own 60 properties using other people money, and you're saying this guy did it, it's possible.
He's
I
done it.
want
I've
that to
done
kind
it.
of sink in for people, because you hear me not no money, me never born with no money, Keisha, me never gone to school like you, me no know, me no, yeah, oh, me do this. But it's
Yeah.
possible. It's possible. And this is what the conference is all about.
Yep.
Motivating people to see that, look here, there's a bigger thing out there. There's money for to be had. There's 60 houses for you if you can get. What you do?
Oh
Right?
yeah.
When you look at one house or no house, what are you doing? We want you in the room.
Yeah.
So talk about the student. That was my little TED talk again, cause passionate.
Yeah,
But
no, I think just to add to that, if you have to have the mindset of realizing that money is everywhere. It is literally all around us. It is actually easy to fund real estate deals. The hardest part of it is finding them. So once you get really good at learning how to identify, evaluate a deal, the money will almost find you, right? Whether it be the lump sum lending or the down payment, you can bring a partner on, whatever. And that's what this guy did. He just got so good at scouring the MLS or the market, talking to realtors, building relationship with realtors over the phone, and they would just send him deals. And then he used the same loans that I'm telling you about, 25% down, lender bring the rest. And he brought people, he's actually from Israel, and he brought people who wanted to lend him the 25% for 10% return or whatever the case may be. He negotiated with them. He put their money into the deal, bought the deal, fixed the deal, then get another loan later on after the houses were, completely renovated and rented, refinance it and pay off the lenders. And now he owns all of these houses 100%, and he put none of his own money into them. So now he has a portfolio worth millions of dollars, and he put none of his own money into it. And I mean, these are strategies that you have to learn over time, yes. But once you learn it, once you see it, you can't unsee it, and you're just gonna be able to replicate and replicate and replicate.
Rinse and repeat. The thing name, rinse and repeat. So how about no NHT contributions that work overseas? Nicole wants to know if she can use her NHT to do any of these strategy.
Boy, that one is tough. I don't know that you can do that, to be honest. I mean, NHT probably limited to Jamaica, um, but I could be wrong. But I don't know that you can use NHT to do anything here. Um, I don't know that they line cross.
But the thing is, money is money. Money is money. But
Money
as
is money.
from NHT, private lender, Mr. Bank,
Right.
Mrs. Bank, it don't matter as long as you're getting the money to do your deal.
Hmm.
So that's how I have to think about it. It's not all, may have the NHTs. I need access to money. Where can I get it from? As long as the money I come, it a flow, and I know yours because of other people money. That's the best part.
And another thing that I want to talk about, Tukisha, just to touch on, is like people need to realize that sometimes they are sitting on money that they don't even realize, because there's a lot of people who bought houses 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, 10 years ago, however, and they have equity in these properties, and they don't understand that they can access the equity in these properties, use that as a down payment to go out and build a real estate portfolio outside of their primary residence. So that's something that people need to realize, that is a
The leverage.
lucrative strategy. Use leverage and use the equity that you're sitting on. Most people don't ever think about it, what you paid versus what it's worth. So
But even to build on that, you buy the house 5 years ago, 2 years ago, even in Jamaica, it could have been 1 year ago. You buy the house, the value gone up. You can borrow now against the new value. But I'm seeing now more transactions coming where you don't even have to own the house. You don't even, it can be a mother house, father house, auntie house, friend house. You can borrow using their house as collateral. Obviously, you and them have to have an agreement, but it don't have to be your house. That is becoming more frequent now, where I see persons, and even some of my clients, have helped them to do that, where, all right, you own the house, mommy, daddy, sister, auntie.
mhm.
I want to use that home as collateral to do some deals. I want to use it to build out a portfolio
Oh yeah.
real estate, right? So we want person to understand, you don't have to have the money. You don't even have to have the house. You just have to have the mindset that, look here, I want to be wealthy, and I'm willing to put myself in rooms where I can learn, because I'm not learning on the outer streets. So I need to put myself in the rooms where the information, the people them there with the money, so we can talk to them and get these strategies.
For sure. Absolutely.
So I want you to leave something with my students, please, Wayne. Drop a gem so that it can motivate them to think about what is possible with global real estate investing. I know some people are going to see you again at the conference, because people are asking, we'll bring up that information after. But what would you want to leave with the students who are here inside Money Classroom?
Well, I would leave this with the students. I think you're in the right place, right? We should always be in a constant pursuit for knowledge, because once we start to do that, doors open, opportunities present themselves. The world just look more vivid, more, you see things that you weren't, even noticing before. But now that you've made yourself aware of what's possible and you've opened up your mind, you will realize that you can really steer yourself to a much brighter future, one that you probably never even thought was possible. It's about expanding your mindset. I tell people all the time, like, it doesn't even matter. I could teach you every strategy I know. You could follow Keisha to the ends of the earth. I mean, if your mind isn't in the right place, mindset is mindset over matter. That's where that's what has helped me the most in my growth and in my journey. And then just learn how to monetize what is around you. You invest in yourself first, and then after you become the vessel, you'll be able to do just amazing and remarkable things. So I could share a lot more, but come to the conference to hear more.
That may I say too. That may I say, Wayne, come to the conference if you want to hear more. That's just a little snippet of what we're gonna be discussing. If you want to come and hear the full spiel, the whole shebang, meet Wayne in person, ask him your questions in person, and obviously get Wayne to help you as well, because you've heard him say it. Him have clients, him help this person, him do that with this person. He can help you too, right? We want to think that way. So August 19th is the date. profitjumpstarter.com/conference. Bring that up on screen, please, so people can see it and run go register. Just a few tickets are left. They're going fast, like hot bread, because the word is out there on the street that this is the place to be if you talk about money and talk about investments. Get in the room. That's how it works. You have to be in the room. So, Wayne, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Very, very honored that you came on and drop a little teeny bit of what you're going to talk about so persons can understand that. We're going to see you on August 19th. Ready? So Kisanyo, he bought his ticket. Ticket already bought. Looking forward to it.
So, yeah, man. Thank you for having me. I look forward to seeing everyone, and take care till then.
Yeah, money we say. So we'll go. All right. Thanks, Wayne. Big up yourself.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
All right, guys. There you have it. So up next, we have our show and tell segment.
This show and tell segment is brought to you by JMMB Group.
All right. So back with us inside the show and tell segment is JMMB Group. We're joined tonight by Corporate Manager, Group Financial Partnership and Financial Education, Michelle Sinclair Doyley. Hello, Michelle. Hello, hello. Welcome to Money Classroom. Pick up yourself. Michelle. All right, while we get Michelle on, what did you guys think about our discussion just now with Wayne? Did it blow your mind? Drop a yes in the chat if you got something from it that you say, yo, look here. I am going to be different in my thinking. I'm going to make some moves, make some money moves. Drop it in the chat. Just give me a money. If you're connecting with what we talk about, if it made a difference in your life, and you say, look here, I never really think about this, but look here. I said the yes is coming in, and that's what we want. We want the change, we want the impact, because nothing going to be the same, right? You're born into a certain situation, but you definitely do have to die in the same situation. Life have to live abundantly. So Profit Jumpstarter, the main reason this company exists is to show persons that wealth is possible. I'll show you how easy it is. Kind of hard. Money easy to make. Believe it or not, it's very easy. You just don't really know. And so we're here for boss you. But you have to put yourself in the rooms where the discussions are. Because you can't get boss if you just keep doing your same old thing. Right?